Am I being unreasonable for not wanting to watch a stranger's kid for 14 hours a day? Not your kid, not your problem. Didn't even need to read half of this to figure out that you are not being unreasonable. You don't need a good reason. Just no is enough. You are not a free babysitter and your mother is disgusting by guilt-tripping you. Like that. Just say no and end of discussion. Your mother can look after the child herself. Edit. Please just call CPS. Grandma is too old and the child is neglected. And look for better friends. Ones that don't guilt-trip you into watching someone else their child. In no way, shape or form should your mother have volunteered you for that without talking to you first and then try to pin it all on you for not doing it. You are actually being reasonable and quite honestly came up with very logical reasons why it was not okay. No. Being a mom to a newborn is exhausting. And it's absurd for your mother to have offered you up as a full-time sitter without checking with you first. Your referrals were spot on. This child will most likely need more support than grandmother can provide. Especially if she is willing to drop him off with a total stranger for 11 hours a day. Stick to your guns. And if your friends think you are being mean, then offer up their services as free babysitters. Talk about disrespect for your autonomy, feelings and just wow. Your mother is a jerk. The other day my 34F mother came over to my house to tell me that I was now responsible for looking after a 4-year-old boy from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. for free. I didn't even keep reading after this. Because nothing else is relevant. No. You don't have to do that. In no way is it reasonable for your mother to volunteer you. Mother sounds insane tbh. I didn't notice if you mentioned disease risk. But that's another factor. I wouldn't want anyone likely to be ill around a newborn until the newborn has some vaccinations in place. There are horror stories of people with babies who get whooping cough from such situations. Your mom had no right to presume you would do this. You are an adult, not a teenager who is home already. You have your own responsibilities. Shame on mom. Unacceptable to volunteer you without checking. And for such an obscene amount of time while trying to care for a newborn? No way are you in any way being unreasonable. Mom is. Does this fit into a pattern you have had for a while with your mother? Does she commonly disrespect your time and your autonomy to this degree? And blame you for her own errors and poor assumptions? If so, this is probably worth having a larger conversation with her in the near future. You are completely, unequivocally in the right. You have no obligation to get involved in watching someone else's kid. So you're supposed to go back to work in 2 months, which would be December, and your mom wants you to push it back by an additional 9 months? This also seems more like an "Am I the asshole?" post, and your profile shows that you attempted to post something there before this, but it was removed due to pedophilia-related information. This whole thing seems bizarrely improbable, and the fact that your timeline seems messed up as well as the removed AITA post seems very suspicious. You put yourself in a bad spot by volunteering me for something without consulting to me. Let this be a learning experience for you. You have to call CPS and report an abandoned child. They will find her a proper home. If you don't know who to call, then call the police. The child needs a stable home. They all think I should have agreed to take the kid for at least a few days, weeks until a better arrangement can be made. You are the arrangement in that scenario. If you are then the only one being affected by that arrangement, then you will also be the only one attempting to rectify the situation. There's nothing more permanent than a temporary solution. Your mom can watch the kid. Oh, that's too much of a burden for her? Too bad, so sad. Flip the script. She's a mother and should therefore be happy to watch this child because she has to love all children, not just hers. NTA.
No.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.